Hello, everybody. This is your girl, Jasmine Wilcox, also known as Rose Love, and Blackberry or Black Raspberry Angel. I do want to say, this video. I know it's been a while since I've done these kind of videos. This video particularly goes towards my fourth account, which is also goes to known as, well, my fourth account, YouTube account. I know what it is. It's just I'm gonna be posting on there. Hope I get more subscribers on that way. I do post a lot more art. I will when I get a chance to. Today's video is about me saying stuff about this particular story that I wrote on my other Wattpad account. This is my second Wattpad account, and I do want to say that this story and a poem that I've written years ago. So this is my other account that I did other videos on. So I'm going to be reading this account's, or I'm going to be reading my first account's stories on this channel, but also on my own my other channels as well. I'm going to be doing it in separate parts. So this is going to be part one of where I read this particular story, or this particular book. It is called A Poem and a Short Stories. So basically, like it said right here, I had placed, this is a very inspiring poem that I made. It's also sad, and this is what I made so long ago. I decided to repost it and hope that more people would appreciate what words can do if you're not having a good or if you're having a bad day. Also, I decided to add some short story chapters to add to show how I feel and what others would feel at these things that happen to people on a daily basis of life. And that's true. So we're going to jump into it. So this is the poem I made years ago. The poem is called You. And yes, I reposted it twice on this, so I'm only going to show both of them, but I'm only going to read it once. You are who are meant to be who you want to be. So don't go and making others feel like they are not meant enough, making it feel others like they are not enough in this world. You are capable of many things, great things in life. So don't go and beat others of what they have or don't have. You're beautiful from inside to the outside. So don't go and judge others for what they look or what they should look like for your benefits. You are the most wonderful human being or beings in this world. You deserve to be happy. So don't go telling lies or rumors about others that you don't know or that you know, because you don't know what others live like or life is like. So be a great person who you want to be in your own life. So basically in that poem is basically, at first it was just an idea, but then again I kind of wrote it. I posted it on Facebook because I wanted to share my thoughts on the world of people and how I felt around people occasionally on that. So basically, this is how I feel about other people's, and this was made by me when I was in sophomore year of high school, and it was a very emotional year for me. So basically, there you go. Okay, so on to the next story. I'm not really sure what I thought, but this is just what I felt like writing. So, short story chapter 1. As life got harder, you try so hard to not make any mistakes. But the minute you make a mistake, people would turn on you and make your life a living hell. As time continued, you start falling into depression and anxiety as you try to, as much as you can, not to make any eye contact with anybody. But as one day someone comes up to you and stabs you in the back, you scream for help, but no one came for help. This is the end of your life. You are no longer alive. You are now a part of the victims that had a similar or the exact problem you just went through. Until the next victim is the last counted and no longer existed in our human world. So basically in this story, it's very short, exactly very, very short. This was also made by when I was in sophomore year. Most of these stories are made from when I was in between freshman year to sophomore year, from sophomore year towards junior year to my senior year, and to now. So I was going through a lot of shit in my life, and I'm still going through a lot of shit in my life. Basically, I am 21 right now, but basically the reason behind this story is back when I was in sophomore year, I was in a very, very deep depression, anxiety, and it comes and it goes, but each time it comes back, it's like a different level of it. But back then, it was like a very, very high level of anxiety and high level of depression. So the reason behind when it says that somebody stabs you in the back, it doesn't really mean physically, it also means mentally or verbally. Because you know how like when people are fake? So when a fake person stabs you in the back, and the part where it says you scream for help but no one came for help, that particularly statement means that when you tell somebody what's going on and they don't listen and they just turn away from you, that pretty much means that no one is actually there for you. So the other part where it says, this is the end of your life, you are no longer alive, you are now a part of the victims that had a similar or the exact problem you just went to. Until the next victim is last counted and no longer exists in our human world. That particularly means for suicide. I mean, I'm not suicidal, but I've had friends who are very suicidal. So that particular part of that is where it means where you died inside, but then again, if you commit suicide, you no longer exist in the human world. But don't be suicidal, people. Just don't. I'm just gonna pause it. Okay, sorry for the ad, guys. Now we're gonna move on to story chapter 2. So again, like I did for the poem and for chapter 1, I'm still gonna tell you everything, how I feel about this and why, the reason behind it. Then again, I'm also sorry for my mispronunciation. I don't normally read, don't really read like this, but just bear with me, okay? And if you see like a messed up word that I forgot to fix or anything, just bear with me. I was in a rush writing these, so it was a long time ago, so just bear with me, guys. So it hurts to think that everything would be okay again, but it's not. Everyone seems to think that it's okay to make everything about them, when it's actually about the issues that they make. I highly doubt that they would fix them. I wake up in the morning, very early in the morning, to get dressed for the day, eat, brush my hair / teeth, walk out of the house, lock it up, and take my headphones out and plug them into my phone and let the music play out. I walk to my bus stop, the bus comes, I get on, sit, and wait until the bus stops at my stop, walk off, and finally get to work on time. I work until it's time for me to leave and go back home. But before I go home, I get to the store to buy myself some stuff to take to home to eat, or that I need for later. As I'm there, a lady yells at me for not get her what she wanted, even though I don't work there. Then an employee comes and stops her and leaves the room. Leave and go home. Then the same lady follows me into the same street I live in. I don't know why she follows me, but she must be one of those people who think they're entitled to get what they want, then gets hurt for what they chose to hurt themselves for it. But hey, it's not my fault what they decide to do that. But as I'm still heading towards my house, she still continues to follow me. I enter my house, lock up my door, and cover my windows from her. I fear she might call the police for me to no reason. And come to think, it won't happen, but in the next few minutes, I get a heavy knock on my door. It's the cops. I open and she barges in to hit me. The cops grab her and one asks me if I knew her. I explain what happened from the store to now. Both the cops take my statement and take the lady away from me. Again, I lock my door and get ready for bed, then to sleep and wait for another shitty day to come and go. So the reason behind this story, it's like an everyday thing that happens to me, but the other part, the last paragraph of the story isn't really true. It's just something that might happen, because it's something that I think about that may or may not happen later on, but the rest of the story is true because it has happened to me before, where I had some lady or some guy follow me home, but they don't bother coming towards the house. They usually just stand outside and just wait for me to come back out. But then again, I have had some people come up to the house and they come entitled, but I just close the door on their face and just lock it up so that they wouldn't attack me. But back at work, when I used to work, I still work, but I'm out of work right now, but I'm currently looking for other jobs to work at besides this. But also, this is back then when I was working fast food. I had some people follow me or yell at me or cause my day to be shitty, but I'm used to it. But anyway, we're gonna go on to the third chapter of this story. There's actually more. I'll probably do a part 2 of this on my other account, so don't you worry about that. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and comment down below of what other stories you want me to read, or at least other stories that I've written. I have a series. I'll make a series of each book that I have written and will narrate about. So I hope you guys like this video. Again, comment down below and also like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to have notifications of my videos. Love you all. Bye.